Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, I keep trying to tell y'all, Howie Roseman is out for blood. Look, guys, you know what's funny? And I've said this so many times. We have a GM in EDC that gets every excuse in the book. Now, that's not to say that he's a bad GM, because I don't believe he's a terrible GM at all. I think he's a good GM. I just don't think he's a great GM. I don't think he's a top 5 GM. And you have guys like, Howie Roseman and others that just seem to do what they need to do to get either the most out of their team, their draft picks, or to get the players that truly can make a difference. And one of those things, I'm telling you right now, there's a big hoopla going around that it leaked that if Abdul Carter fell to the Patriots at number 4, the Philadelphia Eagles would trade A.J. Brown. Right? And some draft capital to move up to that spot so that they could get Abdul Carter. The crazy thing is that we're on a team, and mind you, I always relate everything to where it needs to be related to. We're fans, right, of a team that gets draft capital and is unwilling to give up any of it to get a premier player, no matter what the situation is. And I told y'all before, this irks me. It really does. Everyone says I make negative stuff. No, this is factual stuff. Oh, they always have good drafts because somebody will fall to them. They don't need 3 safeties, but the best player was a safety, so he fell to them. So they got 3 all-pro safeties. Oh, my God. But they can't rush the passer. And they're not willing to move up to get a pass rusher. Isn't it funny, the team that just won the Super Bowl, that's been to 2 Super Bowls in the last, 4 years, is doing whatever they can do to move up in the draft to get the player, or willing to do what is necessary to get the player that they covet? And mind you, we've already been let know by Eric DeCosta himself that, there's no way we're going to keep all of those players when we draft all 11 of those picks. Doesn't matter. We're going to draft them anyways. It's not considered a waste. Just means that we have a really good team. Doesn't that not make sense to you? And after Good Friday, too. Look, guys, I'm just honest about this. I'm super honest. We have 11 draft picks. It could be more based on what they do with Mark Andrews, right? Move up. Could you imagine the Ravens putting together Mark Andrews, a couple of those 4th-round picks, moving up to get a premier pass rusher that would be on his rookie contract for 4 years? And then still having all of that draft capital to throw at the offensive line and other positions? Because I told you this before. I said that because we picked so low, there's a strong possibility the Ravens can move back. I told you guys that. Oh, we can get another draft pick? Sign me up. I'll be looking at them like, you know how insane it is to tell a fan base you got 24 picks in 2 seasons? And most likely, half of them won't make the team. But then you say it's hard to get a big body receiver. You say it's hard to get a pass rusher. You say it's hard to pick up tackles when you have literally all of the draft capital available to you, but are unwilling to give any of it up. Scrooge McDuck. And that's a bar. Like, I got to get to the point, I want you guys to get to the point to where we stop seeing foolishness for purple pride. A bad move is just a bad move. You have the best player in the NFL in his prime. You have an aging Derrick Henry who is still giving you prime production from the running back position. And guess what? All of your wide receivers are on penny deals. Tight end, penny deal. You're not going to try to make the most of it now. And this is what gets to me. You've already wasted a rookie contract from an MVP quarterback. Wasted it. You guys decided James Prochet was a legit number 2. And y'all expect me to sit down when I'm hearing stuff like this go down in the background with Howie and other people. Then you're going to come out and use and say, oh, well, he's a top 2 GM in the league and I'm not putting him at 2. Bro, it's nasty work. I'm not even being negative. I'm being totally honest. We have beer draft capital. Move your butt up. Stop being so cheap. The world is based on chances. Scared money don't make money. Sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit. It's like you want everything without giving anything up. It's like, you know what it is? It's like you want to go to where you gamble, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to a casino, place down a penny, and expect back $1 million. And then you're like, well, if it's not happening, It's like, well, if you play 25 cents over here, there's literally a 75% chance you can win. No, it's not 99% chance. Who's smart now? Oh. That's insane thinking. But that's what they're doing. I just want no more excuses. I told you before, I don't want to hear no more excuses. None. Do not bring Nitro. Well, Nitro, they're paying Lamar so much money. That's why we can't get these players. Keep you and your excuses to you and your family self. Don't bring them over here. Because let me tell you something. I was looking straight in the face and be like, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? And you know what comes after. Straight up. Straight up. Because at what point do we start to say that's just a bad move? 24 picks. You're hearing these guys, these GMs making trades, using draft capital, leveraging it. You're refusing to leverage draft capital. You're willing to draft players that you know won't make the team instead of putting them together to get something better. Bro, man. And then when you don't even draft good players like but they don't matter. They're low picks anyways. When we're seeing other teams find diamonds in the 4th round, 5th round, 6th round. Y'all make my head hurt, bro. Head be hurting. Hey, y'all ain't gonna mess with my Easter weekend. You're not gonna mess with my Easter weekend. Oh, no way! But what do you guys think? Did you hear what's going on in Philly right now? And doesn't that make you kind of sick of what little goes on in Baltimore during this time? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, all right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. And now we get down. We have fun and we laugh with everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And guys, if you have not already done so, please remember to like and subscribe to The Wunderkind Morning Show. That's right, live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Let's get those like and subscribers up. You know we touch on all hot sports topics, and we have fun in there, and we have nostalgia at the end of every show to make a smile, put a smile on your face for the rest of the day. So be there or be squared, okay? Also, if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign. The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. This your host, not just signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.